I was rejected by a matchmaker this week. When we met, I told her what I was looking for, including the fact that I'm very, very type A, organized.
Have you noticed that women, when they tell stories, instead of using gameplay, they use footage of themselves putting makeup on? They just talk while they're... So on Wednesday, I got my teeth removed.
It is like just playing video games for them.
It's just second nature.
I like to be the leader. I told her I was looking for someone that was at or above the same income level as me. I also told her I was looking for a man.
Is she using a Zyn pouch to do her makeup? Are we seeing this? This could be the first thing I've seen with this sort of usage of a Zyn.
Who was
new meta.
also a leader, because I don't want to always be the leader, believe it or not.
Welcome to TikTok. TikTok is a magical place where you can learn how to get really good at cooking with a bunch of 1-minute videos. You can listen to fun conspiracy theories, and you can learn where all the good places to go in your local area are. But then there's this trash part of TikTok where women with mental health issues justify anorexia by calling it girl. Women who tend to be terrible with money will give relationship advice and talk about how they deserve a man who will buy them a Ferrari after the first date.
Well, the reason for this is because TikTok takes 10 seconds to post anything. So people with no time to do YouTube, but too much time to sit around and do nothing, they use TikTok. That's sort of how it goes. You just post whatever you're thinking and feeling at that very moment, and then you get made fun of by me and think before you sleep.
If a man can't spend $75 or $100 on a first date, he just shouldn't be dating. If a man wants to take you on a walk or go for coffee on the first date, say no thanks and move on. A friend of mine was all excited because this guy...
You are not an Uber driver, bro. Fuck is with the one AirPod in the ear. She taking a business call mid-TikTok. Yeah, sell the short positions. ETH's having a bull run. How busy can you be? Mid-TikTok rant, you on a phone call? You doing a job interview?
She's this super sweet 19-year-old girl. And she was so excited, and I didn't want to like crush her heart about it. But I was like, yeah, that's nice, but I'm literally not impressed. He bought you a $4 cookie.
Yeah, because certainly how well they connected doesn't matter. All this girl should care about is how much he spent. Lady, she's 19, which means the guy probably is not that much older. He doesn't have $100 to spend on first dates because unless he's a trust fund kid, most 19-year-olds are broke. How is this woman gonna go to her friend who had a great time and tell her, actually you didn't have a good time because he only spent $4 on you? Well, it's $5 with taxes, but lovely advice. Somebody please...
Man. All right, he's cooking though.
That's true.
Like, why would you even need to spend a lot of money on the first date anyways? Like, shouldn't like the second or third date be more of like an expensive date? Like, you're just getting to know each other.
Yeah, of course. Girls who have had like horrible experiences with guys always be like trying to sabotage the ones who haven't been fucked over. You notice that?
Right, bro. Yes. Especially if they're lesbians. Like, lesbian bitches always trying to like prod in their straight friends like relationships.
Yeah. They're like, honey, leave him. Shut up, bro.
You guys had a mild argument. Oh my god, you guys need to like break up and fucking kill each other.
It's horrible. And it's like the same thing where fat bitches, the tanks, the fridge, you know how the fridge guards the snacks?
Yes.
The fridge always guards the snacks. They will literally box you out when you're trying to fucking approach her. It's like a toll booth before you actually get to the baddie.
It's your rite of passage.
Yeah.
You have to battle the beast. You gotta pull your sword out on guard.
It's the Bowser Jr. before the Bowser. Nah, but it's sad because like they actually be reconsidering and shit. You ever seen the meme? It's like your girl going to her friend's house and then you get a call later in night because they had to talk about your relationship, even though everything was fine.
To the council about it.
Yes, bro. That shit is the worst.
Somebody please tell this woman that there's a difference between appreciating when nice things are done for you or when expensive purchases are made and expecting guys to spend a ton of money on you or else. Have fun dating a doormat or being single. Speaking of, let's get back to our main subject of this video, whose name is Danielle. Danielle is a striving wife-to-be who is a little down on her luck, so she has decided to hire a...
It's a funny way to describe someone. A striving wife-to-be?
Danielle. Striving wife-to-be.
What does that mean?
Danielle is a striving wife-to-be who is a little down on her luck.
Is she getting married?
Striving wife-to-be. She has decided to hire a matchmaker to help her out. Let's continue.
When talking about what I didn't like in a man, I said I could never really be...
Then we got the scented markers.
...with a beta-type man. I specifically used the word doormat. I said I would chew them up and spit them out. And her response was, well, I married that type of man.
You're going to have to get with the doormat guy. No
I was gonna say
hypermasculine
you're
man
going
who
to
can
hell. You're going to hell.
You either need to soften up or find a guy who likes being bossed around.
And she was asking me, do I meditate? No. Do I journal? No. She was saying that, men really like a soft woman, and I should try some of these vision board journaling, meditating type of things. Would never gonna be that type of person.
Yeah, the matchmaker is completely right. This girl Danielle is super high strung and needs to bring her energy down a bit. After watching a lot of her TikTok videos, I can imagine that every moment of her...
You know what I saw? I saw a clip of Andrew Tate on a podcast, and it was so fucking real. I think he was on Fresh and Fit, and the girls were going around the table, and she was like, I need a man who can do this, this, this. Like, baby, you ain't ready to handle me. And then Andrew was like, who the fuck would want to handle you?
Yeah, like, why do you think a man wants a problem?
Like, exactly. Whenever I say I have to handle some shit, it's never something I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, literally.
Why would you want to do that? Bro, can you get the dishes? I'll handle it. That's absurd if you think...
a bitch now?
If you think that in your life you're going to want to handle a woman, why the fuck would you want that? Imagine inviting stress into your life, but knowingly bragging about it too.
It's like that one
Relationship
TikTok
with-
where it's like, I just had the worst day, and then my girl's on the phone like, I just ate a Pop-Tart. Do you love me?
Yeah.
Like,
Like,
that's so real, dog.
Like, bro, watch how quick I fucking swerve into the wrong side of traffic. That call coming through my fucking radio, and it's like, hey, baby, would you love me if I was a cockroach? You see this
How
fucking
hard
scenery?
does it work?
You see this scenery in the background? I'm on this bus. I'm going down that fucking hill, man.
It's just a constant argument over nothing. I don't know about vision boards or whatever, but journaling her day-to-day experiences so she can go back and reflect on them would be very helpful. And meditation would also be very helpful. Meditation is not woo-woo BS. It actually works, particularly for people who are high-strung, have anxiety issues, or things like OCD. I'm not saying that this will cure cancer or give you superpowers, but learning how to consciously shift your attention away from anxiety or negativity, or learning how to bring your energy levels down, can be really useful from a psychological standpoint. This is probably what the matchmaker was trying to tap into, but Danielle seems to miss the point on every part of this interaction.
She also said that she could sense I had some walls up, which of course I'm coming to meet a woman who I'm asking to find my future husband at the rate of several $1,000s. I, of course, am going to be here really just trying to interview you, my dear friend, because I want to know if I'm going to get my money's worth with you. So of course I'm going to have some walls up. I also think it's perfectly normal to have some walls up when you are meeting someone for the very first time and who also had not taken the time to do her own research.
It's kind of insane to pay for a few $1,000 therapist and then interview them, like as if you trust them. Like, bro, you're paying them to trust you. You're paying them to trust what you have to say.
I'm kind of like lost because I kind of like toned out what she was saying. Like I just kind of got like a little bit of annoyed with her, but I want to see what the Before You Sleep has to say about her.
On me by stalking me on the internet. She definitely didn't have time because she asked for my socials no more than 1 hour before our meeting.
I can just imagine Danielle looking through every social media post of whatever guy she just met on Hinge and showing up to the date saying, so on March 8th of 2017 at 4:35 p.m., you made a joke I found offensive. Would you care to explain yourself? But anyway, why would a
Some bitches
matchmaker
actually do
stalk
that.
you on social media? Dating is all about first impressions, especially if you're using...
And I know they do that because my friend, he had a first date with a girl. This is a real story. I swear this is a real story. So I had a friend, and he went on a date with a girl, and he calls me afterward. I didn't know they went on a date. I hadn't talked to him in a while, but he calls me after this date, and he says, yo, bro, I just went on a date. How'd it go? He goes, fuck you, you ruined my date. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah, like she stalked who I followed on Instagram and she saw that I followed you and she thinks that you're like a sexist internet person and she questioned me about it. And I'm like,
wasn't the one
you're
then.
joking, right? He goes, no, I'm dead serious. And I had to explain that you were my friend and she got so mad.
Yeah, it probably made it even worse. But like, hey, she ain't the one then.
100%. But isn't that insane?
That is fucking nuts.
Like,
Why
what
does
is
she
the
think
odds
that,
of
though?
that? Isn't that-
Sexist internet person.
I don't know. So he's right.
That is pretty
Mr. Think Before You Sleep is absolutely right.
using apps instead of meeting people through your social groups. So the whole point of this consultation is to see how you interact with people on the first time you see them. Obviously, she failed at this.
So I asked her if she thought I would be ready for her services. Her response, she essentially said that I am not ready for her type of services because I have too much work to do. My walls are too
Thank you, Cubicle, for the $2.79. I pooped in my pants. Okay.
high. I'm not ready for a long-term committed relationship at the ripe age of 38, where I have been in therapy for 10 plus years.
Your therapist didn't tell you to journal in those 10 plus years? This is not the flex you think it is. If you're not going to listen to people's advice, then why are you wasting money on these services? Like I said, being in a relationship with this lady must be one of the most frustrating experiences on the planet. You're wrong about everything, I'm perfect, and I don't need to fix anything about myself or listen to other people's perspectives. Therapy has to be impossible on a woman like that.
Dude, Toxic Waste, thank you for the $2. And I didn't want to say anything to sound mean, but she just did her lashes and they look like worse than they did before she did them. Like, I feel like her eyes looked better before them. I don't know why she's got like I don't know what it is, but like they don't really look that good, I feel like. But anyway, they look like they weigh a lot or something.
I don't need to fix anything about myself or listen to other people's perspectives. Therapy has
This
to be...
bridge is sick. It's a dragon.
Oh shit, I just noticed that. What the fuck?
How
Where
cool
is
is
this, like,
that?
China?
Sees the dragon, instantly thinks it's China. I don't know.
I mean, hey, that's something they would do, though.
impossible on a woman like this. How do you get her to self-reflect and admit to wrongdoing? Well, the answer is you don't, considering that she refused the recommendation of multiple self-reflection exercises from the Matchmaker. I think people like Danielle only really learn from severe life consequences.
Essentially, I spent $350 to meet with this woman, have her tell me I am not worthy of love as I am, but the fact that I need to change in order to be worthy of love and partnership. Which honestly, I think for that reason alone, she should have her matchmaking license taken away, because we shouldn't be pushing on these narratives that people are not worthy as they are.
That's absolutely true, though. Are you fucking kidding me? That's absolutely real. You're gonna tell me that a heroin user should fall in love right now, and that would be good for everyone involved? That's the dumbest take I've ever heard. You should absolutely be open to self-improvement in any and every sort of way. That's so dumb. Imagine paying for a therapist to have that person tell you about your problem and to try to solve your problems, but then you're like, well, she told me I have a problem and that I should change. You are stupid.
Imagine somebody that actually tries really hard to like look their best and like be their best mentally and stuff, and then like getting with somebody like this who doesn't like, oh, you should love me for who I am. You know, like disrespectful it is. Like even if the roles were like reversed and it was like a man that was thinking like that and a woman that was doing her best, it's just disrespectful like all around.
It's entitled, yeah.
Yeah, it's entitlement.
Like if you become a piece of shit, I'm not gonna fuck with you. Or if you are a piece of shit, you are not gonna have an easy time dating, you know? She's like, oh, we have to stop pushing this narrative that people aren't ready for love as they are. Bro, so many people are not ready for love as they are. So many people have problems.
That's an incel take too that she has.
Yeah.
Like, that's like like if it was a man that said that, everybody would just call him an incel.
Yeah, it is actually. Like you don't deserve love just because you exist, or like a romantic relationship just because you breathe. If you're a piece of shit, then obviously people aren't gonna like you.
Is dangerous commentary, and the fact that she said this to my face had some audacity.
I can't wait for her to instantly contradict that in some other piece of content she's made. But okay, I'll get right to making a report to the National Association of Matchmakers to make sure that this woman gets her Class A license and board certification revoked. Jokes aside, if you're poorly tempered and annoying, then you aren't deserving of love. You are not fine the way you are, and it's not a coincidence that the people who say, I'm fine the way I am, tend to be the most insufferable people. They haven't done any actual self-work, and if Danielle...
And on this note, have you noticed how men, the way that they like want to improve their life is by thinking about how shitty it is, and women, they improve their life by affirming that their life is awesome? Women,
I've seen
affirmations...
You like an Instagram reel on that.
Yeah.
Like some dude in the gym.
Yup.
Yeah.
And it's like headphones on. It's like, you are nothing. You are shit.
Yeah.
If you don't live this way, your whole family gets shot. And the girl's listening to it, and she's like, you are beautiful.
Deserve love.
You deserve love. You will do your best. And it cuts back to the man. Kill yourself!
Still acting like this after 10 years of therapy, then she's just LARPing as a patient.
Well, we're celebrating my 38th birthday tonight, and we are going to watch
Holy fuck.
38-year-old femcel, dude. I can't believe it.
We're going to believe that no matter the type of woman you are, love is out there for you. We are not going to listen to this talk.
That's not true. The type of women you are, what if you suck?
I mean, she's 38 and single. Like, it's not out there, honey. I'm sorry.
Yeah, true.
So anyway, this is not the only video of Danielle that's gone viral. She has many videos about her dating life and the guys that she interacts with. Let's see how that's going.
This is how you do not plan a freaking date. You are gonna get rejected.
Why are we listening to your advice, you sorry, you sorry, bro, what?
I'm here, gonna show you with receipts. I pulled this one from the archive. Let's get into it. I had been on one date with this man, and I got right in that group chat after the first date telling the girlies, I think this guy is great. I had such a nice time with him. We had so much fun. We had a lot in common. I could not wait to go on a second date with him.
That's a great admission. If this woman goes on a first date with you and likes you, but you slightly offend her while planning the second date, she will use you for content. I hope none of her future dates stalk her on social media before going out, because this would be grounds for ghosting. Reputation is a big deal, and guys should not go near women who do this for content.
I could not wait to go on a second date with him. A week or so later, he finally texts me and is like, hey, are you free Sunday for brunch? I'm like, yeah, great. That Saturday night, he sends me this text, are you still up for brunch? Yes, I'm still up for brunch.
What is wrong with asking if you're still up for brunch? This is a joke, right? Is she mad that he reiterated the plans? He's trying to make sure that he doesn't get ghosted, and then you're like, yeah, I'm still up for brunch. Did something change?
You're saying that 5 p.m. on Saturday, brunch assumingly would be Sunday, noon, 1. Yeah, what are you thinking? I could come your way if you know a good spot.
She's rolling her eyes here because she's mad that the guy isn't doing all the planning for the date. Not every woman wants that.
Oh my God, was that what this was?
Yeah.
Oh,
he was asking her if she knew a spot, and she's upset about that.
You're 38.
Hey,
You know every spot.
She should know a spot.
You got the map memorized. You're 38. You can sleepwalk to a brunch place.
But a lot of women do because it shows leadership skills. So I actually don't think this is a ridiculous expectation from Danielle.
You're a COD veteran. You know the map.
Finding good places to go is not that hard. You just go onto TikTok and type in your local area, along with fun date ideas. It literally takes 10 minutes, including the time it takes to book the reservation online. I'm going to give her a victory on this one, but not a complete victory, because the main problem here is not that Danielle has the expectation that the guy plans the date, it's how she handled this situation.
She can't be picky at that age. She can be picky, but this is insane that he doesn't know the specific restaurant to go to and he's asking her for suggestions. This is so fucked because if he picks the place, she hates it. If she picks the place, he's a beta. There is nothing for this poor soul to do other than to curl up in a ball and beg for mercy.
Yeah, lose, man.
He is in the lose situation ever. How do you ask someone, hey, do you have any good spots? And assume that they'll get mad because you're giving them the opportunity to not make themselves mad. If he picks a shitty spot or a spot that he liked that you don't like, then it's like, well, he did that and he...
Hey, let me do the heavy lifting for you, buddy.
Heavy lifting?
Heavy lifting is crazy.
The only heavy lifting is your eyes!
Auntie, it's picking a brunch spot. Come on.
So I give him a list of these places.
Wait, they're getting the George Floyd burger? What? I'm dying to try... Oh, Comfort and Floyd.
Okay, but when I say JQ, we gotta cut the edit out, huh?
Not sure if any take a res. Meaning, hey buddy, I'm giving you 3 options of places I'd like to go, but you are gonna have to do the footwork to determine whether or not they even require a reservation.
Imagine your life being so mundane that this not only is something that is like upsetting to you, but that you make a TikTok about.
Yeah, I mean, it's honestly not a bad response from her, but like the fact that she had to make a TikTok on it, it's like kind of gross.
Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, this interaction isn't even that bad, but the fact that they're like fucking insane, this like TikTok doing, and she said earlier she's paying like thousands of dollars for a therapist, so she must have some sort of a job, and she's single, so she must have a well-paying job, a high-paying job, and high-paying jobs are usually stressful, right?
Yeah.
But she's clearly more stressed about planning brunch. So how do you think she's even employed? What does she do? I don't know.
I have no fucking clue, man.
How do you make so much money, but you're also like so not able to handle stress? What kind of job is that?
Yeah.
A brunch place.
What does she like? I'm trying to think like what could that be? Is she like a vape tester or something?
He says, oh, the Dutch eye. Not even sure what that means. Like,
okay, that means that he wants to go there. He said, ooh, the Dutch eye. You don't know what English means? Can you not read? I don't understand. What? Oh, I don't know what that means. You wrote it. He's saying the thing that you wrote.
Like, oh, is that a plan? No.
So she misinterprets his message saying that he wants to go to the Dutch and sticks with her
If you don't know what it means, then you can like ask him what that means.
Yeah, literally.
confrontational
Like, hello.
attitude instead of doing something like asking for clarification or
Thank you, Sean. You took the words right out of my mouth.
saying, sounds great, as a way of confirming that she wants to go there so he can then make the reservation. And for the one person that cares, I did spend about 10 seconds looking it up, and the Dutch does take reservations. But do you see what I mean when I said this girl's a headache?
I'm glad of information. I might go there.
Yeah, right.
His lack of plans was something like, I don't really have a preference, I'm more interested in seeing what you like. She immediately goes, well, I guess I'll do all the work here for this loser, who, by the way, I said was great a few seconds ago. Now, I know women love being told this, so I'll say, calm down, Danielle. Do some meditation. Every action from this guy...
Oh, you sneaky little dog. And I know women love to hear this, but bitch, are you on your period?
You're acting just
I'm in
like your
perfect
mother.
Yeah. That's great.
You already said you thought he was great on the first date, and this isn't that big of a deal. So it's better to assume ignorance and think that maybe he hasn't been with a woman who thought this was super important before you call him lazy. But it's really ironic that she said that everyone is deserving of love just as they are, while being so judgmental the minute a guy she really likes makes a slightly wrong move.
So then that morning, I get a text from him. Howdy, how does two sound? I never heard back from him the night before, so what do I say? Oh, when I didn't
But you did, though.
hear back last night about a reservation or anything concrete, I made plans for this afternoon. You cannot, for a second date, try and make plans the morning of. Even less than 24 hours. Like, your girl is busy. We are not sitting around waiting for you to reach out.
Okay, so this is the craziest thing ever. So you can see that she leaves him on red after he tells her where he wants to go, and now it's his fault that she didn't respond back the night before. Obviously, he's not going to double text the same night because you know how insane women like Danielle can get about that.
True.
So this follow-up message from him is basically saying, hey, you didn't respond back last night when I picked the place. Does 2 p.m. sound okay? I mean, Danielle is so confrontational about this follow-up. The matchmaker was absolutely right. She's too immature for a long-term relationship. She fails to communicate and then passive-aggressively makes other plans around the time that they were supposed to go on a second date. The reason that you're having
Dude, this video is going to be long as shit. You ready? I'm liking this one.
I'm ready.
terrible success with this
Guys, I'm enjoying this video a lot. If you're enjoying too, leave a like the stream.
is because you aren't making finding a husband a priority. She fails to communicate and then passive-aggressively makes other plans around the time that they were supposed to go on a second date. The reason that you're having terrible success with this is because you aren't making finding a husband a priority. If you were making it a priority, then after the unclear text interaction from the night before, you would have planned to do something like chores or catch up on emails if the date didn't work out, and then maybe get dinner with your...
Catch up on emails?
Yeah, you gotta do that. Send them out.
Do people do that? They catch up on emails?
Hey man, I'm not gonna lie. I checked my emails the other day because I got fucking banned on Apex Legends for no reason. I had to email them to get unbanned.
You did not get banned for no reason.
No, I did. I literally logged in on, like, after 2 years of not playing the game, it was just, I was banned. So I was like, I must have gotten hacked and, like, somebody was cheating on my
Okay,
account
so
or something.
if she doesn't get the date, she should read her email and see if she got banned from Apex Legends, is what you're saying.
Yeah. Yeah, she gotta check to see if they was banning him and shit.
your friends instead of lunch. Planning a whole other activity during the time that you were supposed to go on the date was stupid. This guy isn't doing anything outlandish here, and he texted you at 9:45 a.m. for a date for 2 p.m., which is plenty of time to get ready. And honestly, if marriage was a priority for you and this guy was a guy that you said that you can't wait to go on a second date with, you could have just canceled your other plans. I'm sure your friends would understand. Now, I will give her a little bit of leeway here by saying that, again, I looked up the restaurant, and the Dutch is actually pretty reasonably priced.
We're bringing the Dutch back into this, man.
Yeah.
This dude's doing, he's auditing the Dutch. He's doing a whole government analysis.
This gotta be paid sponsorship.
So I think it's great that Danielle is not demanding that her date take her to a restaurant that charges like $50 for waffles to meet some arbitrary price requirement. I don't even think that brunch at this restaurant would come close to $100 for 2 people like that chick from earlier said a date had to, unless they drink or order a bunch of extras. So Danielle gets points for not being a TikTok gold digger. She's just high-strung. But this isn't that complicated. She wants to get married, right? She's out there doing yoga saying, I'm gonna find someone someday who might actually treat me well. Not if you're busy trying to actively find reasons to reject guys who are into you that you said you liked. This right here just seems like it was a waste of money.
We are now 12 days into me injecting myself twice a day in order to freeze my eggs as a 37-year-old
Why she, bro? What?
woman who is single with no man in sight.
Injecting myself to freeze my eggs? She's trying to cryopreserve her eggs so that, because she's like, it's going to take forever. We're going to get GTA 6 before I get my children, is basically what she's saying.
Wanting to make sure I preserve opportunity for myself. I've spent...
Dude, bro, someone got to cuff you, because I know you think that, you know, your money or whatever, your career is going to come first. Bro, you got to get locked down pretty fast.
I'll take one for the team.
He volunteers. We got to volunteer. He's like, I got it.
$11,000 out of my own pocket, no insurance coverage to do this.
I try to be optimistic.
It's like the Spider-Man bus meme.
For people and wish them the best.
I'm not gonna lie, Acheeto, her eyes scare me every time you pause.
But the likelihood that these frozen eggs are ever going to get used is low.
Holy
she has about
fuck.
2 years of genuine
Oh my
and aggressive
God. Damn.
He's going at it.
mental health work before she's mature enough for a serious relationship. She'll be 40 by then because she was 38 when she got rejected by the matchmaker. Actually, almost 39 at this point because that was a while ago. And then you have, like, what, 2 or 3 years to go from just meeting somebody before you're ready to have a child with them?
Damn.
This is all assuming that everything goes perfectly, by the way. But at this point, she should drop the idea of having biological children and instead just focus on finding someone to spend time with. Or she can...
Hey, to be fair, though, like, I don't want to see how her children's going to end up anyways. Like, growing up with a mother like that, bro, like, it could be bad.
That's fucking brutal. That's brutal. He's like, give up. You're never going to have kids. You're kind of done. If I were you, hang up the cape. Let's stick to playing Animal Crossing. You can have kids in The Sims if you want. You can raise an imaginary family. You can adopt a little black boy. Make him make his life even better.
Oh, Yakubian.
Yeah, get a little Yakubian black boy there. Because you're not going to get biological kids. Your frozen eggs are not going to get used. You're going to be unhappy. You're going to be miserable. No one wants to talk to you. The matchmaker rejected you. And yeah, the chances that you're going to have a happy life are very low. And I would just say, you're done.
That shit's not even, like, guaranteed to work, too. I've heard, like, this one lady who, like, froze her eggs wanting to, like...
Yo, holy shit! Eclipse the Engineer with a $50 donation. Great stream. I wanted to say that once I dated a girl who had the most messed up standards. She wanted an open relationship where she could go out and have sex with other people, but wouldn't have sex with me because I was a virgin at the time. Brother.
I'll let you handle this one because my advice would probably get me in jail.
I would say good on you, because if you're sending this donation, it means that you're not in trouble with the law. Because if that was me, I would be bro. Just saying, like, terrible. That's horrible. That's atrocious. That's horrible. And the fact that bro, you're in here, you're in my stream, you're listening to an intelligent guy, which probably makes you an intelligent guy. I would say steer clear of those bitches, man. Crazy. Thanks. Crazy. But you're out of there now, so thank you for the $50. Appreciate you, G. Thank you for that one. Continue. You were saying something, Ibs? That's actually a huge donation.
Fuck. Though. I honestly forgot, but hey, it's cool. It's cool.
Now, what were you going to say?
No, I actually genuinely forgot. I was like, fuck, what was I saying? Ah, shit. It's fine. We can just continue.
All right.
Be the crazy girl boss aunt.
But either way, I was like, this has to be like one of the like laziest attempts at putting a second date together. Like, bro, second date. What are you doing? You missed out is what happened. Sorry.
What he missed out on, a Chinese parade? Now, everybody on the internet loves a good dumpster.
Excuse me?
A Chinese parade?
What is that like? Is that a metaphor for like something like a grippy body part?
Yeah. That must be something like a saying.
What are you doing? You missed out is what happened. Sorry.
What he missed out on, a Chinese parade?
I wouldn't want to miss out on a Chinese parade.
No, it seems fun.
Everybody on the internet loves a good dumpster fire, and though that last...
What did you miss out on? January 6th Capitol riot?
Clip ends the video.
He would have missed out. That would have been fun. But I don't think he missed out. Bro, you literally, like, borderline, you didn't dox him, but you leaked your messages with this guy on the internet, and you think he missed out? Bro, even if he wanted to reconcile at this point, you fucking, like, put his private texts to you on the internet, which is crazy.
You kind of burn bridges.
Yeah.
Like that.
Exactly.
Fortunately, there's a follow-up.
Have an update on the Dutch eye. He messaged me
Sunday morning. Hey, good morning. And I about died, y'all. Honestly, I was like, oh my God, did he see the viral TikTok and he is coming for me? But no, he just wanted to check in, see how I was doing. Then he asks about a second date.
This is like the weirdest thing ever. She made this viral video crapping on him and making fun of him publicly, and she's going to go for a round 2? This has to be just for the content, right? Because unless she is immediately transparent about the viral video that she made and she brings it up in a way that can be laughed about, that relationship has no chance. Nobody should be with a partner who publicly shames them and uses them for social media clout.
Yeah.
That is a major failure on maintaining good relationship boundaries.
So I respond, yes, I'd love to, because I would. The next part of the communication is where I just get confused. Let's know, when are you free? Do you want to go here? There's no forward movement.
I feel like interacting with this girl is like playing a video game. There's this great video this guy made about introducing his wife to video games for the first time, where he let her...
It's like Rick and Morty. Is this a Fortnite reference? Yeah.
Fucking hell.
Talking to this girl is like... talking to this girl is like getting boxed. Full boxed.
Life is like a video game.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, Ronnie Radke.
figure out game logic, and she's like, why can't I just climb this thing normally? I can do that in real life. Yeah, but it's a video game, so you can't.
Even the 3D games that seemed like they might be more straightforward had a few things that ended up being confusing for her. For example, in Uncharted 2, what a player can climb is indicated by being colored yellow, but that wasn't obvious to her, so she constantly tried to climb things that just looked like they could be climbed. And then she questioned why she had to take the longer, more roundabout path when there were perfectly good handholds right above her.
So there's a certain logic that you have to follow with Danielle, like video game logic, that you just have to know or things don't make sense. And it feels like if you're going to have a successful conversation with her, then you need to follow a very specific script. And if you go off that script, she just short circuits and has no idea what to do.
I will say, you all in my comments said that I needed to be more forthcoming with communication as well. So I did ask for what I want and communicated my needs. I said
You're telling me she needed a comment section to tell her to tell the person she's interested in to like respond to texts?
At the age of 38.
At the age of 38, and also at the age where you've had a therapist who has been with you for 10 years, because she admitted she had a therapist for 10 years. And you have to think, at some point, did she not bring up the fact that she wasn't replying to the men who were rejecting her, or like that she was rejecting, and that all these failed relationships, that Titanic, was probably because of the fact that she wasn't responding to them? You needed the comments to tell you that? Really? How?
love a solid plan.
Is she trying to be like nonchalant or play hard to get your 38?
So the ball is in your court. I'm free Saturday.
This is a shock. She's taking feedback. She got all kinds of responses to that second date video, and while many of them were outright harassment and threats, which is cringe, don't do that, but while many of these comments were from losers who can't laugh at dumb videos without making it personal, a number of them contained useful feedback that she actually listened to. This response here is pretty decent. I love a solid plan, so the ball is in your court. I'm free Saturday. It's not mean, it's not confrontational, it's to the point and lets him know what her preferences are so he's not just guessing. Now he can decide if he's okay with that and if this is the type of person he wants to be with.
And he said he'll plan something as we get closer. So we will see what happens.
So I've actually been sitting on this video for a while because this year a random video of mine turned into a huge drama. But I believe I found out about this event while it was happening, and the next season wasn't out yet, which means I didn't have it saved on my computer already, and that's a problem because this happened months ago, and Danielle posts on TikTok more than a meme account posts on Twitter. And TikTok's search function is horrendous. But after over an hour of watching random videos, I finally found the next installment.
We have our last and final update on the Dutch guy. You might recall that in the last video I posted, he wanted to do something this Saturday, and I said to him, I like a solid plan, so the ball's in your court. And he texted me yesterday, let's check the receipts. I think we should do something for the Flyers game on Saturdays. I let this text sit for a while. Number one, that sounds fun. Number two, I just was thinking so hard about whether or not this is the guy for me, and thinking I don't want to lead him on, but maybe I give it another chance. And then I'm not gonna lie, I had a lot of guilt about the fact that there have been viral videos about this poor guy. This is what I replied. To be honest, I'm not feeling it. I'm sorry for dragging this out. I wish you the best. Which I think.
So she says she doesn't want to lead him on, and then like literally leads him on as hard as you can imagine.
Yeah, I mean, at least she ended it here, though.
Yeah, that I'll give her credit for that. Yeah, she could have kept going, but I mean, like,
sucked that this guy wasted like a week or two.
Yeah, and the complete 360 from balls in your court, let's do it, and then it's like,
yeah,
and then it's like, actually, no, it's not in your court. The ball's in the fucking river. It's over.
Yeah,
unfortunate. And I will say, like, this is not great. Like, this could have been better, but it's better than a lot of things.
It's better than getting ghosted.
And she's definitely, like, at least it seems like learning to communicate in a pretty basic way.
At the age of 38.
At the age of 38. At the age of 38, and there's probably maybe hope, but we're just so late to this. It's like learning math when you're 29.
Exactly, bro. That's what it feels like.
It's like, how are we even here? What were you doing in your 20s?
Exactly, bro. What the fuck was she doing?
What happened?
20s?
I don't know.
Jeez.
Think was a kind way to say thanks but no thanks. And we're gonna move on to the next. That case.
The other guy is Ibs. Yeah, we're in a call together.
Yeah, what up?
Officially closed.
So he makes a plan and she rejects him anyway. That's a good message to send. Though I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt on this one and say that she rejected him out of guilt for the viral videos, and she knew that would kill the relationship, so why waste time? I guess we'll call it her being gracious after she did something dumb. I will add that after spending a while looking for all the relevant TikTok videos, I found that she got a new matchmaker after she was rejected by the first one. However, that was 7 months ago, and she was still kind of doing failed dating videos, so I don't think she kept up with it. And I don't know, this might just be the bad interpretation of someone on the outside looking in, but if you're looking for a life partner, then maybe the basis of a large portion of your content should not be this.
Another rejection story. I know you guys love them. Another rejection story. Another rejection story. I gotta give you guys the background on this one. Another rejection story. And no, I am not excited to share this one, and I might cry because I was so excited about this guy.
She's living her life like she's a Sex and the City character, and her ability to get views kind of hinges on her being unsuccessful at dating.
It's so insane to me how these people are at a certain point, you cannot think that you're the common denominator. I mean, holy shit. That is one rejection. Bro, that was at least 7 people. You fucked it up at some point. Is it that hard to get along with people? Like, obviously, there's going to be, you're going to have more misses than hits, obviously, like, because you're going to end up on one person. But, like, what is going on? Like, I think with people like this, they're so used to shit hitting the fan that their ability to actually put effort in and try is, like, gone. They have no patience for it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I was also going to say, like, Think Before You Sleep was definitely cooking with her, thinking that she's, like, in, like, Sex and the City or something. Like, a lot of women, I want to say a lot of women, but, like, some women do live life like they think like they're in like a drama or something.
Yeah,
it's nuts.
It's like quirky to have a roster or something, or be in a love triangle.
Yeah.
Like they want to manufacture this like plot in their life where, I'm on all these dates and there's all these things happening, and it's just like, just like doing shit for no reason other than to like tell your TikTok about it. Because there's what's up?
Continue. My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off.
There's just no reason for this to go on to where you have 10 videos a week about failed dating shit other than for you to like I feel like you're 38. There's no way there's not something you're intentionally doing to nuke these. Like the one that we saw earlier, she just didn't respond to the guy.
It's nuts.
And then when she says, I'm not feeling it, it's probably because the chemistry that you would have felt was hindered by the fact that you weren't even giving him like much of a chance at the beginning. So I don't know. We have a dinosaur here complaining about dating when she's like fucking it up every time.
Only will she lose viewers if she succeeds in her relationships, but every guy who goes on more than one date with her is going to worry if they're going to be publicly shamed if their relationship doesn't work out. It's why I say that people shouldn't be crapping on their current relationship partners or their exes on social media. It's not appropriate. But I think a big part of the problem here that is making situations like Danielle's worse is that a ton of the people giving relationship advice on the internet are grifters and trash people who are just looking to make money or get attention, and not people who are genuinely trying to get others to better their lives and be in healthy relationships. Not to say that you can't help people while making money, But there's a difference between that and selling a narrative that you know isn't true so you can profit. On the male side, you have Fresh and Fit, a team that just gets funnier and funnier. We have PUA dating expert Myron, whose declaration of heterosexuality is very questionable.
That's awesome.
Hey,
They got his ass, man. You know what's crazy about Myron, too? You know his name? You know his name?
I don't.
His real name is not Myron Gaines.
What is
okay?
it?
He gentrified his name. His
It's
real
probably
name,
some Arabic name, isn't
it's
it?
Amro Fudel.
Okay. Yeah, I can see that.
But he made his name Myron Gaines for his, like, white incel audience to refer to him easier.
Yeah.
And we can see the crossfade of his co-host slowly entering here.
There's Walter,
There
our
he is.
Prince CEO, a guy who is busy having unprotected sex with high-end prostitutes. I mean, the fact that anybody believes that this guy had enough charisma to have sex with over 1,000 women is insane.
Hey, how's it going? Hey, where y'all from?
We don't want to talk. I'm sorry.
Wait, what's up? Wait.
Oh, we're just not interested. Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh, okay, hold on. Let's go for a ride in my car then. It's right there, right over
your
there.
car?
It's my car, yeah.
Oh, hi.
That's so fake. That is so fake.
That is this worst acting I've ever seen.
Why her stomach stick out more than her breasts?
Yeah, I don't know what's going on, but like, bro, that is insane that he scripted this.
Yeah.
What's your name?
Yeah, Readiness.
Oh, Walter, nice to meet you. What's your name?
Hi, I'm Zoe.
Nice to meet you. You're mad cute, by the way. Really nice.
Thank you.
I like your
You might cute, by the way. Actually, I saw you today. You were mad cute. Do you want to go ride in my car? You're such a mad cute, and you see it's a CEO on my neck. So no,
CEO on my neck. Bro, this video gives me the same vibes as like those like Indian TikTok videos.
Oh yeah, this is like a scripted aura.
Oh, yeah. So like, you know,
Nice car.
yeah, I do real estate. I also do like, you know, taxes, all that stuff. So, you know what I mean?
I do taxes.
I do taxes and shit.
It's amazing. Yo, Shawty, you wanna get with a motherfucker that do taxes like that? Ain't no one do taxes like me. I file the fuck out of my taxes. Oh man.
They all can't even fit in the car. Isn't it a 2-seater car?
Yeah, they're gonna have to do some weird.
I mean, you guys could like double up. You could head to like get some drinks or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, we can do that.
head to my penthouse later, just chill, all that good stuff. Maybe we should go to
Wow, that's great mic quality.
a threesome or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah, stranger that I've known for less than 60 seconds who has to instantly brag about how much money he makes. How about we get into this car and go back to your place? No, this totally isn't something a kidnapper would do. I mean, geez, Walter. If you're going to make an obviously scripted video, at least make it look like you know the smallest thing about women. Now, as for the Daisy stuff, the high-end sex worker that he allegedly got pregnant, yes, he can say he didn't know that she was an escort. There's no way to disprove that. However, having unprotected sex with a woman that you don't know is insane because she might turn out to be a crazy woman.
Well, yeah, but he has CEO on his neck.
To baby trap you. Don't you
Well,
run a
we're not gonna trust him.
podcast that talks about this stuff? Now, we also don't have evidence that the baby was Walter's because there was never a DNA test, but the fact that he immediately told her to get an abortion is certainly more proof that he isn't trad. Fresh and Fit are liars. Traditional men don't strive to have 50 sexual partners before marriage, nor do they strive to make enough money to cheat on their wives. I mean, these guys literally preach the same values as woke feminism. And another little funny moment that happened between Fresh and his escort friend Daisy is that she said that Fresh admitted to her that the 1,000+ body count was a lie. Yeah, no shit. These DMs are courtesy of Tree of Logic, who was talking to Daisy to get the full story before Daisy helped to outright dox her. Turns out between Walter and Daisy, both parties are assholes, which makes the drama way more fun. So on the male side, it's people like that modeling degeneracy in front of tons of guys, and on the women's side, it's the high standards girlies who are telling everyone that the only good guys out there are guys who will constantly throw money at you to impress you.
Princess treatment only, and I just met a guy who does just that. If you're new here, welcome to my dating diaries, where I overshare my dating life in New York.
Yeah, definitely not. And this person wants the princess treatment. Let's see if she deserves it.
This guy slid into my DMs on Instagram saying that my dating diaries are very downtown based and I should have an Uptown edition.
I've seen this video.
So let's call this guy
Really?
Uptown Man.
Yeah.
Well, we're about to see it, so.
Ignoring the
a
Billy
while
Joel
ago, though.
reference, let me enlighten you guys on how this stuff works. This is some insider information from the creator side. Our princess treatment girlie said that this guy slid into her DMs on Instagram. Now, if you've ever had a woman with a sizable following show you her Twitter DMs or her Instagram DMs, then you can see that they will be full of simps, but also a number of celebrities that you might recognize, especially the older celebrities, and they will message these girls and basically say, I saw your page, I have lots of money, and I'm famous, wanna bang? And no, it's not just a scammer pretending to be Johnny Depp or whoever, it's Instagram and Twitter, so you can verify that these people are who they say they are by the checkmark and their follower count. So I guess non-celebrity rich guys do this too, and I'm not going to show it, but this princess treatment girly is, let's say, not the most modest person on social media. So it's already bordering on sugar baby / escort behavior.
I asked what a night uptown entails, and he said shopping at Hermes and dinner at Daniel. Once I arrived, I met him inside the store, and I was greeted with champagne, and then we went straight to the shoe section. I tried on the orange sandals and was debating between the brown and white. He preferred the white, so I went with that.
For guys who don't know what Hermes is, it's a luxury brand / real-life loot box company where women have to, buy stuff at the store and rizz the staff up so they can have the chance of buying a purse that costs 5 figures. I have no idea how this is a legal business.
Is that true? I've never heard of. I think I've heard of. It's been pronounced Hermes to me, so I've heard of it. But Hermes or whatever the fuck how you pronounce it. How is that real?
Birkin, that sounds familiar, but
Birkin bag, $200,000. That's like Ryan's. That's Ryan's world money.
That must be some fucking It says 2004. That must be some kind of collector's edition or some shit, like some rare one or something. I have no fucking clue. There's no way a bag costs fucking a Lamborghini or some shit price. You know what I mean? What the fuck?
Yeah, that can't be real. I'm going to take a look at this. Wait, I want to hear what he says again. Is that true that you have to ask the staff to buy shit?
Have the chance of buying. Women have to buy stuff at the store and rizz the staff up so they can have the chance of buying a purse that costs 5 figures.
Is that true?
I have no fucking clue.
I have no idea how this is a legal business strategy, but women fall for it. This has to be at least as scummy as the Mr. Beast illegal lottery scandals, except when you win the Hermes lottery, you have to pay more money. Look at this. Someone on Twitter said he bought her the cheapest shoes there. So much for princess treatment and dating a generous provider man. This has all the energy.
Bro, he just paid you for fucking designer.
We can go to the nice restaurant, but you have to order off the kids menu.
We then checked out and we walked over to Daniel. Uptown man was an extreme gentleman, and he told me he believes in princess treatment only. He talked me up like no other and told me I'm so worldly for a 21-year-old.
You're so mature for your age. That is such a common Predator line that South Park dedicated a whole episode to making fun of it. Not saying that he's a predator, but that line is such a red flag that initially I was going to say that this guy's 100 after hearing it, but she later clarified in a follow-up video that he was in his late 20s.
So this video is about women with high standards. We got past the other girl who does all that, right? Unless we go back to her. I don't think we do. But I will say that, the sad reality of social media and what he described is that, normal girls who are just going through life and experiencing the same shit as everyone else, who are very attractive and on social media, now have the chance to get messages from any single person ever at any time. And the reality of that is that a lot of loser, limp dick, old ass motherfuckers with a lot of money and no fucking shit to do other than jerk off and be on the boat or golf or something, they just reach out to girls on Instagram and then just flex and just fly them out and shit. And the sad reality of this is women will obviously bite if they're young and want to experience that shit. But then the guys go on to the next because they can just do that. They get bored. And then the girls are forced to date men their own age as they should have in the first place. And then they realize that it's actually not this insane lifestyle of nonstop flashy shit that you can actually most girls are settling with men their age and having a good time and figuring it out, right?
Yeah.
But they're not used to it. And so they have this hard time adapting to it, which is just adapting to the norm. And they just complain about, for example, earlier in the video, a $5 crumble cookie.
Exactly. Yeah, they get desensitized to the luxury and expect a 22-year-old man to provide that or something.
Yeah, it's insane. Or it won't even have to be some old guy. It'll be their ex who had a better job or something, which is just insane. So
yeah.
Not exactly sure if I believe her, though, because on the internet...
If you need money to be compatible with someone that you you're not compatible. Spoiler alert.
You can just lie. But despite that, randomly hitting up a girl's Instagram DMs and saying, "You're so mature for your age," is not really the behavior of a guy.
I get so fucking weirded out by I know this is like obvious and like, oh, like no shit, right? But bro, when I see like dudes in their 40s or 50s dating women in their like late 20s, bro, I cannot explain how uncomfortable that makes me feel. Like when you're around the age of like that could be their father, bro, it creeps me the fuck out, dude. Like I can't. It makes me cringe. Like I can't watch it.
You'll see it every now and then.
Yeah, but I can't watch the videos of it, dude. It makes me cringe, bro.
It's terrible.
It's so weird.
Guy who's looking for a long-term relationship. That is a guy who's looking to essentially pay for sex from a young 21-year-old.
We talked about our favorite spots in London, Paris, and Saint-Tropez. That's when I told him I'm going to Paris at the end of this week, and he offered to make me reservations while I'm there. This was the...
No, it's a little like a...
That's when I told...
Like what? I don't know what that is.
Told him I'm going to Paris.
It's like like a caramelized apple, something.
Paris at the end of this week, and he offered to make me reservations while I'm there. This was the best part. At the end of dinner, he offered to bring me back to the kitchen to meet the chef at the restaurant.
Bro, this guy has the game plan down. Shopping at Hermes, the expensive restaurant, saying, hold on, I know the chef.
It's basically grooming, but not like child grooming.
Yeah.
What's next? Is he going to name drop a bunch of famous people he knows to impress you? This is a guy who doesn't know how to socialize and get women with his personality, so he leads with his money and his network, which probably means that he's a boring guy who has to use leverage to get people to like him instead of personal connection. Nobody respects people who do this.
Before going our separate ways, we made plans to see each other once I'm back in town. He then called me a car and texted me immediately after. Uptown man sets the bar extremely high. Ladies, don't listen to any dusty man when they tell you your standards are too high.
See, that's the thing. He sets the bar high.
If he wanted to,
he go for normal guys. You're like, the bar is set too high.
Yeah.
You fucked yourself. You like desensitized yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. It's horrible. Like you're getting a vacation, basically. You're getting a princess treatment when you're not a princess. Like you didn't do anything. Yeah. You just existed on fucking Instagram. Like your input output is fucked up. Like what you're receiving,
roll their graves.
Bro, what you're receiving, the input is not matching what you're actually doing, and that will fuck you up the moment that these guys stop this like deciding to like throw money at you. Because like, bro, you have no idea if you give nothing and get everything, and then for the people who are giving you everything just decide to move on to someone else, like because maybe you aged or you got fat or became annoying or a nuisance, like you will realize how fast you actually like need to provide something in order to sustain in the world.
If a guy doesn't spend a shitload of money on you for the first date, then he's a dusty. Oh my God, she does not get what just happened. She thinks that guy was buying her $700 shoes from Hermes because he's generous and believes in princess treatment. I understand that you're mature for your age, but you are still barely out of high school compared to someone who is well into adulthood. So let me level with you. Here's how men work. If you meet a guy through Instagram DMs and he spends over $1,000 on you for a first date, he is not looking for a long-term relationship. He's looking to buy you. Real relationships are about human connection, not about how much money someone will spend on you. Of course, money is important. I don't think women should date men who are completely broke or have no ambition or are bad with money. I'm also for buying nice things for the woman that I'm with if it's a long-term relationship. However, I would not be caught dead spending that much money on a girl that I just met. Even if I was horrendously rich, even if spending $1,000 to me was like spending 50 cents to the average person, I would never spend that much money on a first date. Not only is that highly inappropriate because you're using spectacle to attract a woman rather than your own personality, but it's also a great way to find a woman who will spend you into the poverty line. Desire is infinite, resources are limited, and no one can out-earn bad spending habits.
There you go. Cook! That's so true.
Let 'em cook.
You literally cannot... bro, there's a point where you want more than you can afford, and that person who is using you as just a means to an end, bro, they're never going to stop wanting shit. Like, the more and more that you provide, the more and more that you, just allow it to happen, the more and more it will happen. You know? It's just the reality here. Thoughts? Cook.
Man, fucking, I don't know, man. Like,
Useless.
I mean, yeah, like you don't need to spend like that much money to get a woman. Like, I think I have a video coming up where I was gonna talk about like it wasn't the main focus, but like you shouldn't have to spend money to like get women. Like that's just like the cheap way for cheap women. You know, like that's not like the type of women you even want to like be around too.
Yeah. I completely agree.
Anyway.
Well, reality is like experiences matter the most, right? So if you're using money to like, you know, do a good experience, like a vacation and stuff, I understand that. But you can have an equally nice experience, maybe not equally as nice, but an equally as meaningful experience doing something that's way less expensive, like watching a movie or playing a board game or a video game or having a deep chat. I like deep chats, bro.
Even if
maybe
you're
I'm
feeling
like
adventurous, like, you could just go on like a road trip or something, like a mild road trip, like, you know, in your state, like an hour out, an hour back.
Yeah. Sorry, I got it. 1 second.
When's that pizza coming, bro?
That's what I'm checking. It says it's going to be here in a minute, so.
A lot of this high-value princess treatment girly advice is given by young women who don't know they're being bought by a guy who's not actually looking to commit, or the advice is given by straight-up prostitutes.
There's lots of TikToks and Reels and Shorts of women influencers with a rich older...
This is the girl from the clip where she says she's reading chat and the guy says, "Let me smash." And she's like, "What are you going to do? Put your dick
like,
through the
come
computer
through."
screen?" Yeah, I recognize this girl.
Yeah,
the guy buying them expensive gifts. Often these
Why is she wearing that tie like that?
influencers will flaunt
like
expensive
that?
items while telling their female audiences that their man just loves them so much and that's why he showers them with presents. But they never admit that the relationship is
I shower my
usually
women
a
with piss.
sex work transaction
Okay. I'm
sorry.
in which they
I'm sorry, I let
entertain
the
these
interest of
men's
God's way.
fantasies for money. They're influencers, yes, but they're also sugar babies and escorts.
To add to this, I know I've criticized Caleb Hammer's show in the past for being purposefully over the top and having people pretend to be dumber than they actually are to get views. But did you all see this episode with the spiritual coach who makes $80,000 a year?
My main thing is I am a spiritual coach.
Okay. For what team?
Yeah. Who do you coach? You coach the Warriors?
Okay, interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting. What the fuck is that?
How does that go?
Also, hold on.
Full coach.
I want you to pay look very close on the screen.
Okay,
You have a framed photo of the state of Michigan.
interesting.
Oh wait, there's the team. I think it's the Broncos.
She's the spiritual coach for Michigan. Oh, and there's the helmet on the bottom.
Yeah, exactly.
She's got the Master Chief helmet.
Yeah.
How does that go?
Bro, she's like this is like the prototype of the Hawk Tuah girl.
Does that go?
It's like therapy or
It's not therapy. It's a hybrid between online coaching, online courses.
Wow, she really has
About what?
a difficult time describing the details of her job. I wonder why.
how long have you been doing this full time?
I mean, in the last few years.
Okay, so a couple of years bringing personal business to pretty much $80,000 a year.
When I started making more money, I wasn't used to making that
Do
much.
we know what she even does yet?
I don't know, but the think before you sleep guy, he seems to like alluding that there's something like she's hiding. Like she like an escort, but uses like spiritual coach as like a code. Or
Maybe.
like a legal like tender.
Oh, like her clients get spiritual releases or something?
Yeah.
Possibly,
She's like
but
fucking, yeah.
I don't know. I do think that she said that she gives therapy and talks to people. So perhaps that's like, yeah, like you said, code for something, but I don't know.
money, and then wanting to live in a mindset of abundance. So it's like, I want to buy.
Why? Why live in a mindset of abundance?
'Cause it
What is
feels
that?
good.
Oh, because it feels good. I'm glad we're doing things that feel good.
Abundance mindset just means that you're bad with money and have a shopping addiction. Rich people with the abundance mindset don't spend their money on a new wardrobe every week when they make $80,000 a year. They save that money or funnel it back into their business or other investments. But anyway, did you know that this woman is actually a sex worker who most certainly lies about her age? This is like the oldest looking 27-year-old that I've seen in my life. So
okay.
Damn. That'll do it to you, man.
That'll do it. Yeah, just
watch that episode. I was very curious.
Well, she has an abundance mindset. Maybe that's the thing that's aging her. She's abundantly over. She's 28, but she's so abundant that she's actually 50.
It's how she pulled in $80K a year from being a spiritual coach when her life was such a mess. Usually, spiritual coach or life coach is not the most lucrative career outside of like 3 of them who have a book deal. So it's suspicious how such a clueless person can make so much money doing it. I'm not going to show much of her website.
Well,
because
it's a
that's great
fake
way to
job. That's how they make money. It's not real. You can make your own prices and stuff. It's fake. There is the spiritual coach. That's not like a pastor or something. That's just you going on the internet and like guessing.
get age restricted.
Yeah.
But she definitely sells not safe for work content And it seems like she uses the spiritual coaching grift as a front for straight up prostitution.
Yeah.
Explain this. What?
All right, my food's here. I'll let you yap. Hold up. Let me mute. All right, keep yapping.
All right, for sure. What do you guys think about for a name for on YouTube? Opinion on taco people. Them tacos be going hard. Stinga 2.5 says real. It's not Sigma, it's Smegma? What made you say that? Opinion on chicken people, bro. What the fuck? Come on, man. Scat Pack. Do you fuck with Skibbity Toilet? I've never watched it. Opinions on Mothman. That shit sounds kind of scary, but I don't think it's real. I think it's just goy slop. Cheeto went to go get his pizza. I gotta get into the storyline of Skibbity Toilet. Dog eating people. Pretty women ruin the modern world. Do you like My Chemical Romance? I used to listen to a few of their stuff. I would give Mothman head. All right, Nochi, get this. No, I'm just kidding. Good night, Ibs. Yeah, dude. Good night, bro. I'll tell Cheeto that you dipped out. Ibs, where are you taking the 30-year-old on a first date? To the nursing home. Kyle, because of the debate between Jay and Sam versus Daniel and some other guy. Yeah, I'll look into it. Kyle, the baby. All right, Rose Brandt. Female moths are bigger than the male moths. Valorant trillionaire. What? Flyleaf. I don't know what that is. Muhammad controversy. I'm not sure. Color blue. It should be blue and stuff. Band names. Loch Ness Monster would give good head. My first date was right in the capital. It could be based. Let's see. Smegma Cheese. Connie loves of Cheetos taint. Y'all see that new Monster Hunter game? Atheist cringe one. My favorite joke was if God is evil for genocide, then what's your opinion on abortion? Yeah, dude. Abortionists be kind of weird with it. Black Myth Wu Kang. I haven't. Sekiro's pretty cool. Yeah, Sekiro's kind of cool. I need to beat Elden Ring. I haven't, I played it for a little bit, then I got, tired of playing it, and then I came back to it, and I forgot where I was.
I'm back.
Welcome back, Cheeto.
What up? I got my pizza. I'm gonna have to talk to chat for a bit. Did anyone donate or anything? Did I miss anything?
Nah, nobody donated.
All right, cool.
Oh, wait, some guy did say some out-of-pocket shit, though.
What? What did he say?
What did he say? Let me scroll up. Yeah, Damn, I can't find it now. He tagged me in it. I remember his name. It was Santiago, I think. He said something. Nochi might remember what he said. I'm exposing him.
Okay. Yeah, I gotta eat a little bit, so you gotta entertain chat too.
Fuck. April said, did you remember the napkins? Did you, Acheeto?
Nope. I don't need napkins. Pizza's not that messy.
Yeah, it's true. As long as you just got a plate with you. Mothman. Do you know what Mothman is, Acheeto?
What's that?
It's like some fucking, I think it's from West Virginia or something. It's like some people think it could be like a giant owl or some shit, but some people claim to have seen a guy in a moth suit fly around or some shit, and every time he is seen flying, something really bad happens. I think somebody saw him flying a week or two before 9/11 happened or some shit. It's some controversy. Oh yeah, it is in Fallout 76, but it's I think it's based off of a real mythical thing.
Wait, what? So he's a person people saw before 9/11?
It's some mythical. It's kind of like the Loch Ness monster. People claim to have sightings of it, but nobody's really sure if it's a myth or not. He's a cryptid, yeah. It's and then the thing with him is that people claim that they've seen him. Usually a sighting of him, that's what they call when people see him, happened before something big happens. I think he was sighted 2 weeks before 9/11. I think there was some other shit that he got sighted before. I don't remember I haven't watched one of those videos, Mothman videos, since high school.
Bro, we should watch a video on that after this.
Yeah, it's pretty interesting.
Yeah, that does sound interesting. So he's a sign of something bad happening.
Yeah, he's a bad omen.
Yeah, I'll definitely look at that. Okay.
What kind of pizza did you get?
I'm just plain with pineapple on it.
Yeah, the pineapple pizza.
Mm-hmm. I love it.
That's always, yeah, it's not bad. It's not as bad as people make it out to seem.
I think it tastes quite good.
Tangy.
Yeah, it is good. I'm gonna finish this video and then have another slice. All right, let's bang this out. Okay.
Why do I need to do a mandatory screening and know your dress size and shoe size just to get a massage? This is obviously a sugar baby / sex worker ad, and it's not even that well hidden. But anyway, this is not that uncommon. Remember the wizard Liz and her incredibly suspicious origin story? Liz has this suspicious viral moment that could have easily been scripted, where she told off a photographer who called her fat.
Moi, je suis 10 ans dans la photographie, donc...
I don't care how many years you have.
the next shoot, because that will develop an eating disorder. You are very lucky that I am secure in my body and that I love myself. But if there was another model who was standing here and was insecure about her body, that one comment that you made would literally make her go insane. And I shouldn't lose anything because I'm already very skinny. And even if I wasn't, you're not the one to tell me what to do with my body.
I'm not sure how this was secretly filmed when Liz was perfectly in frame and the camera is not distorted at all.
Yeah,
as if
this is 1,000,000,000% scripted, 1,000%,
literally
uninterrupted with the whole like pointing and shit. Yeah, get her in frame. My friend was secretly recording. No, she wasn't. Like this was.
Why would you have
planned.
to even put that in? Like you should know if a video is being secretly recorded or not.
Yeah, like
or in a bag or something. If a friend was holding his cell phone to film this,
yo, put the camera on. I'm about to get mad. Literally, that's what that. This is a scripted action. This is inauthentic. This is not real. This is just for clicks. It's to get people who are upset with their body and insecure about it to have a champion, to have a hero who express their concerns. Queen. Yeah, they want someone to have had a moment where they express their frustration with something that someone else is frustrated with, but they want to
virtually standing up for them.
Exactly, that's exactly what it is. It's really not great, but yeah,
you'd be able to see it. But clearly, Liz does not care about what that photographer said because she'll make a video about weight loss with a thumbnail that shows her at a normal weight next to a picture where she looks underweight.
So then she doesn't even fucking care.
Damn, he cooked. Think before you sleep, he got her.
Yeah, they fucking caught her in 4K.
Not only that, but she is, or at least was, super secretive about her past and how she was able to move from Belgium or whatever to Dubai from being flued out by a millionaire at like 19. Now tell me, how does Liz somehow randomly have access to the communities of multiple rich men despite living in a foreign country? She said that she left her home country because there was nothing there, and she came from poverty, so how exactly did she meet a rich foreigner? Well, seeking arrangement or sugar baby websites would make that easy. Like, there is so much evidence that Liz is getting these guys because she's a sugar baby who listens to She-Ra, and not because she's so high value and has high standards.
You know what the issue was? Like, for example, he was 26, okay? And I'm 24. I don't date in my age range because I'm used to dating 8-year-olds. I'm used to dating 8-year-olds. I'm used to dating very old people. Yeah. No, I'm used to dating like guys in their like 30s.
I hate that shit so much. That shit makes me so uncomfortable.
Yeah. And my ex, he was like 32, but he was like a child, and I was like his mother. You know, I'm very like emotionally alone. Wow. Do I need to leave you alone? Just give yourself compliments the whole time. No. So I'm very like I'm like more emotionally mature, and I feel like mature.
Imagine if our live stream was like this.
Men only
Yeah. We're just tucked in bed together with mics. We're just watching Think Before You Sleep. That's how we're doing it. It's crazy how comfortable girls are with each other. Like, bro, if like girls like watch each other change, they like shower together, and it's like not gay.
Yeah, it's just how they are.
I don't know how they do it. Do you know how they do it? I don't know how they do it.
I don't know how they do it. It's kind of gay to me, but I mean, hey, maybe that's just like how it is.
Yeah. What is this? Acheeto, you have to see this. It's wild.
Sure, emotionally at like 45. So anything before that is like, no way.
This is your high standards girly who is mature for her age. She's not mature for her age. She's just taking She-Ra's advice, which is to date a weak man who is 10 to 20 years older than you.
And her background is money falling out of the sky. That's so awesome. That's like the female version of the CEO chain.
Yeah.
Like the money wallpaper, the affirmative wallpaper, the wallpaper that gives you affirmations. Dude, that's amazing.
So that you can manipulate him for money. Too. This is completely
so fucking cringy.
Transactional, and it's just about the money. But at least in She-Ra's case, she's honest enough to openly admit that, unlike Liz, who is a lot more secretive. So why exactly is Liz famous for giving uplifting self-help advice?
If you are going on a first date, for example, before I start dating a partner, I always say I love a man that takes care of me. I expect a man to take care of me. I like to be treated and spoiled. And so from the get-go, they know, okay, this is what it is. And also, in like the second date,
Why does she look like she is wearing a hospital gown? Is this the mental hospital they took you to? Hopefully.
Yeah, it does.
Hopefully they look nicer in Europe or wherever you are. because you should not be out in the streets, bro. This person is a mind virus. They're gonna infect the men's of brains and then just like make them go fucking insane. Like this person, I would not want to be around. I really just would not. Would you? Like she's kind of cute, but like, bro,
she's cute, but she seems like a what do they call it? Energy or vampire?
Yeah, an energy vampire. Yeah, this like money vampire, energy vampire. Seems like a fucking nightmare. Would not want to deal with her. Like, ugh. And I also feel like she likes to talk about how much of a bitch she is, or like, she like brags about how impossible she makes the lives of men. Like, she's literally like, you know how she I don't know. It's like fuck. It's kind of like the first girl. How like she makes the videos talking about all the like rejection. She's like just talking about nonstop like how high maintenance she is.
It's like she's older guys about it.
It's crazy. Yeah, I mean, I guess the video is women with high standards, but fuck, I just can't do it, bro.
I'd say the first date because you guys don't know each other yet, but like the second date, you already have to see like, okay, is he like trying to give me something, like flowers, even something small, doesn't matter. Is he like doing something for me? If he isn't, why are you still there? Like, you're literally sitting there, you're showing everyone that you're with him. You're looking in front of people like, oh my god, I'm the man, I have this beautiful woman in front of me. But you're sitting there and you don't have anything. Why? What are you doing there? Go home.
If he's not buying you things, then why are you there? Well, maybe this woman wants to build a connection with somebody instead of acting like a hooker. Gee, Liz, I'm so glad that your primary concern for a second date is not if you get along or have similar values. You're focused entirely on if he's willing to spend a lot of money on you or not. That's not shallow or transactional to a pathological extent at all. No wonder she paired up with someone who she says was a 32-year-old man-child who she had to boss around like a mom. Again, Shira is popular on TikTok, and this is her strategy of finding a socially awkward guy who is 10 to 20 years older than you or more.
Why does she have like a fit
they aren't
pic
getting
in the
these
top
guys
right corner?
Yeah, what? Why is this like her streaks in the top right? What's
What
up?
the fuck?
What is she hiding? What's behind this?
That's like... It's like
this her watermark?
In video games on like your like game profile, you can put like
you guys
badges
can't
and
see
shit.
it. You guys can't see it. My face cam's covering it. But there's this just random photo of her in the top right. It's like a watermark. It's like her emblem.
Yeah, it's like your fucking emblem, bro.
Yeah, it's like the FaZe logo or something, but it's just her face.
Her Black Ops 1 logo.
Yeah, her trademark, quick Tinder profile shot in the corner. Like, why? What is the point of this?
Oh my god. Jeez.
It's just floating there, hovering. It's not even covering anything.
It's haunting me, bro. It's staring into my soul.
I don't like it. I'm covering it up.
It's like, you know, like one of those
awkward
paintings
guy
where
who
you
is
walk left or right and the eyes fall.
It is, bro. It is like that.
20 years older
shit.
than you or more. They aren't getting these guys because they are inherently good women. They're getting them because they're acting like the men are their prey, which is not how you foster a fulfilling relationship that makes you happy. It's how you end up in an abusive one. This whole just have high standards and if he would strategy is so stupid and probably harming a sizable amount of women, just like red pill grifters are harming men. But men in general aren't that dumb. If you're a Toyota Corolla, men aren't going to pay the price of a Ferrari. You can't just say you're high value and you deserve more. You actually have to have value to be high value. Sure, some men will fall for it, but for every woman who successfully baits a guy 30 years older than her, there's going to be a ton of women like Danielle who are 38 and still single, because this mindset causes them to develop a never-ending list of impossible standards. And much the same will happen to men who listen to red pill grifters like Fresh and Fit or Rollo Tomasi. More importantly, I guarantee you that these women aren't getting these super chatted out cool guys who are just showering them with money. They're getting weak doormat men. Liz said her ex was weak, needy, and childish many times. That girl Nadine that I did a video on a while back was definitely with a weak man that she bossed around. And there's also this girl here.
Baby girl, come get ready with me to go on a date in 30 minutes. I am gonna be really quick because he is on his way. I've been seeing this guy for 2 months now. He's a Singaporean finance bro. He's a year older than me and he checks most of my boxes. He always gets me flowers when I'm having a bad day. And he plans the most amazing dates. I've gone to musicals, casinos, beaches, jet ski trips, golf trips. He's a foodie, so we never run out of places to eat. He will always make reservations at the best restaurant in the city.
Bro, it's again exactly what I was telling you about. This is their CSGO gameplay.
Yeah, I know. You have the fucking makeup.
I'm telling you, women, bro, like, women have not discovered video games because they could just do this. I don't know. I mean, I guess they prefer it,
And
but
be
it's
entertained.
like, It's every video where it's a woman talking, they're always doing their makeup. Whenever it's a story, it's literally their fucking thing. So I met this guy, and what's supposed to happen is when they end their makeup and their makeup's ready, the story is done. It's kind of efficient. Should I just do this?
Honestly, not a bad idea.
Not a bad idea. I'm not a homosexual though, so maybe I wouldn't. But
you know, like how when you're watching like video,
maybe a haircut. I get like a haircut with it too. But that's like a one-time thing. So maybe not. But continue.
Like, you know, like when you're watching video game footage on a commentary channel or something, and you're like, oh, that was actually like pretty cool what he did in the video game. Do you think women like look at the makeup and it's like, you know, I like how she put her foundation and blush on there while she's telling this story?
Oh, definitely. 100%. Dude, it's the same thing. The little micro observations that we have when someone hits a crazy shot in the gameplay, they're going to have the same thing. Like, wow, it blends so well. Or what what palette is that? You know?
Type shit.
You know? Or that's like a light, you know, it's all that sort of stuff.
Oh my God.
The contour.
But it's to the point where I don't even have to use my brain or lift a finger, I swear. And for our 10th date, he surprised me with a trip to Australia. And we went on a road trip for a good 2 weeks. See, I used to have to beg my ex to spend more time with me. But this man, he flies to Jakarta every single week for me. So seriously, bestie, if he wanted to, he would.
If he wanted to, he would. So she released a different video where she interviews him, which I think was a mistake because, yeah, he's a doormat and she sounds very controlling, even when she's being playful.
Okay, I have a few questions to ask you.
Okay.
Am I your dream girl?
110%, babe.
Really?
Of course.
Why not 120?
150.
Okay, moving on. Second question. Do you believe in the concept of 50-50?
Oh no, I don't believe in the bill called 50-50 in that case. Like the guy has to pay lah, has to be able to at least menghidupi the girl, and be able to support the girl gitu.
This guy sounds fat.
Kinda, yeah.
He sounds fat. And she also said he was a foodie.
Oh, it's true.
So, he's probably a fat guy with a fat wallet. That's my guess. Like a Rick Ross. He probably just like rugged some fucking crypto and has all the time in the world and money to spend on you. That's my guess.
Yeah. Jeez.
He does seem like a little bit of a pushover though.
Do you think that all men should be a provider man?
It is what I strive to be, but again, it's...
Does he speak English? I don't get... Are they...
Where are they from? Because they sound Indian, but they don't look Indian.
That's what I'm... I don't know what's going on.
To each their own.
And why does the text like get wider every time it pops up? Why does it like...
It's like a Sigma edit.
Yeah, it's like a... but there's nothing Sigma about this. This is the opposite. This is like simp content.
Man.
Just love spoiling you and just pampering you as much as I can.
Last question. The $1 million question. Would you still like me if I was a worm? Just say yes, just say yes, just say yes.
Yes, I would. Did I pass? Did I?
Passed.
That was like a hostage situation. The part where she negs...
Have you seen that video where who just bought you this food? She did.
Oh yeah, yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
Where is it?
Oh, where is it? I know what you're talking about though.
Yep.
Yeah.
This is a video of a guy thanking his girlfriend for buying food. When I say it like that, you may think why it's weird and life-worthy, but after watching this video, I am sure you will understand.
Who has the best girlfriend ever?
I do.
Who just bought you all this stuff?
She did.
And all this stuff?
Michael Cera had it.
Girl.
Yeah, he does look like Michael Cera.
Bought all of it, and I'm about to eat this, and then we're gonna chow on that after. So, happy Easter.
Yeah. But we're not eating it all. Just know that. Because we gotta
He's so fucking terrified.
Save some.
Yeah.
You know?
Budget cuts.
Budget cuts, you know? Save.
The way he's like... Look at that one.
Budget cuts, you know?
Look at this one,
He
ready?
raised his eybrows. He was like, whoa, you budget cuts? Yeah.
Save. You know?
Trying to force a smile, but it's
So we're gonna stuff this stuff down because Boo deserved it. You know? Even though we get in our arguments sometimes, I still love you, okay?
I love you too.
Yeah.
I love you too, baby.
Yeah, you better. So I just spent some money on you. Yeah.
Now you know why, right? This dude looks like he's in a hostage situation.
Yeah, anyway, that's what that was sort of like. Pretty insane.
He's in with the 120, and he doesn't neg her back at any point. or the way he says, "Did I pass?" is very telling. This is not a confident man. So it's just insane how many people these liars are able to fool, or even how many people pretend to be rich just so others will listen to them on social media. There's literally an entire industry built around helping female influencers pretend to be rich.
There are actually businesses that will build sets like this for anyone that needs a private jet photo shoot. Comes with your choice of paper backdrops and worn out yellow couch in the background. There have been times when self-claimed financial experts have been called out for making TikToks looking like they fly private all the time, when in reality, a pilot noticed that specific plane hasn't flown since February and they were only renting it for photo shoots. Did you know you can loan out luxury bags instead of buying them at full price?
Here's a little tea on what some influencers don't want to tell you. So get a nice box like this, and then you do your little unboxing. But most of the time, these bags are loaned. So you get to loan it for a period of time for photos and videos, but you have to give it back. Don't believe everything you see. I'm not getting gifted hundreds of designer bags. They're loaned.
So with all that said, the Uptown man's story with the Hermes shoe purchase and the fancy restaurant doesn't end with that video. Princess Treatment Girly actually made a series out of it. Let's see how she's doing.
Finally, we have an Uptown Man update. It's been 2.5 weeks since my first day with Uptown Man, and a lot has happened. I was in Paris, 35 million men on Twitter tried to cancel me, and I got my hair done. Anywho, Uptown Man planned a sushi date night. We went to Capo Masa, and of course, he called me a car up to the restaurant. He travels a lot for work, and he told me he had meetings in 3 different cities on that day. He landed back in New York just an hour before our dinner. So ladies, this is your reminder that if he wanted to, he would. Let's all adopt the let them mindset.
I'm actually surprised that she was able to pull a perfume sponsorship from this. I bet behind the scenes she's really happy she went viral. But okay, it's been 2.5 weeks. It seems like things are going well. If he wanted to, he would, so maybe I'm wrong about his intentions.
I started off with a lychee martini, and then we got a bunch of things to share. Afterward, we walked across the street to the Bemelman.
I cannot believe that women actually think the old men that are going for them think that it's because, like, I know he said this earlier, but like princess treatment, or like, or like, oh, he's just a gentleman, or it's like this notion of it being like a gentleman thing about respect and royalty and shit. But it's like, you don't think this guy is just like obviously trying to fuck?
Yeah, that's it.
And that might sound jaded and cynical. But in no universe does a man like this important or whatever, however this guy's doing meetings in the city, he's fucking busy as shit. You don't think that he, could recreate this with, whoever he wants at any time? Like, there's nothing authentic or anything meaningful about this connection at all. Like, you guys have nothing in common. You guys can't talk about anything. You guys just, like, bond over the fact that you both like that he has money. That's it.
Yeah.
And it's just sad because you can't, like, I think that they, like, either just don't know or they convince themselves that there's an actual, like, something meaningful here, Like, they think the materialism is, like, an actual, like, love language.
Yeah, it's kind of sad.
Riveting commentary, Ibs.
I mean, you already said it all. Like, I don't know, like, what else to add on that,
Inject some filler. Read chat. You're getting paid for this.
Acheeto's my senpai. That's what somebody said.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, like, I don't know, like, they're gonna get replaced and they're gonna get hurt.
True.
I was only planning on having one
He'll
drink, but then the bartender surprised us with another round. He even touched upon his previous relationship. I like to hear about how my date talks about their ex. Based on how they discuss their previous relationships, it says a lot about the person. I've been on dates in the past where the guy completely badmouthed their ex. I appreciate it when guys are extremely respectful of girls, regardless of how things have ended.
Again, it sounds like things are going pretty well. They have sushi, they walk across the street to a bar, have some drinks with a surprise round on the house.
Is that really a red flag if guys badmouth their ex?
I think maybe it depends on how, like, sudden it happens.
Like, what if your ex-girlfriend, like, fucking, like, killed your dog or something? Like, how are you supposed to be nice about that? You can't be like, bro, I wish her the best, but, like, yeah, she did murder my pet.
If it was, like, the first date, it'd be like, okay, well, that's, but if it was, like, you're in, like, a established relationship, maybe, like, 5th date or something, you're just like, yeah, like, and it just comes up in conversation or something, yeah, like, I can see that happening, but I don't know, I think first date, like, talk about exes on the first date shouldn't be, like, a thing.
Yeah, fair enough. I agree.
Talks about his ex, but he doesn't trash her. Classy. Pay attention to how people talk about their exes because breakups are common, and if you break up, that's how they'll talk about you. So overall, this sounds like a good guy, and I'm gonna take the loss on this one. Looks like there are some lessons that we can learn from our princess treatment girly.
Before leaving, we made plans to see each other later in the week, and then he called me a car back home. Having high standards and wanting princess treatment is totally okay. Ladies, find yourself an Uptown man.
I guess I'll go to Uptown and try to find me one then.
Right. Perfect. Happy ending. Find yourself an Uptown man. If he wanted to, he would. Well, if only real life cut off like it was a classical Disney movie. So the next video, part 3, I'm just going to summarize to save time. The date does not happen the next week. It happens a month later because Uptown Man says he's busy with work.
And he's
During
fucking
this
other
date,
girls.
Princess Treatment Girly introduces him to her friends and emphasizes that she's also dating other guys while she's dating him.
And he did point out the fact that I'm still going on other dates, and I asked him what did he expect, because of course I'm going to go on other dates until I'm exclusive with someone.
Maybe I'm wrong,
What
but it
a
seems
bitch.
a little weird to introduce a guy to your friends who you aren't exclusively dating, but to each their own. And he said he wasn't bothered by it, so let's move on to the next update on Uptown
don't
Man.
care about
Beware of the man who takes you to Hermes on the first date.
Oh no! What happened?
Beware of the man who takes you to Hermes on the first date? Wow, that was so unexpected. I thought this was going so well. He gave you princess treatment. He took you to a nice restaurant. He introduced you to the chef.
Oh
This will be the last and final update on Uptown Man. Our last date was on a Friday evening for happy hour. Let's get into the details. As we're aware, he had a habit of making plans and then canceling last minute. Each time he had an excuse, often work related.
That's what happens when you're dealing with fucking rich guys who have very busy jobs like that.
However, there were times where he came up with the most bizarre stories.
Yeah, because he's probably cheating. He's probably dating other girls. He's probably making all this money. He doesn't want anything to do with you, and you should have known that. Anyway, I don't know. We watched most of the video. If you want to watch the rest of the video, go watch it yourself. It'll be linked down below. But yeah, that is all for this video.